I love you guys, and welcome to another edition of All Andy Alfred right here on ClayFan23. Hi again, I'm Andy Alfred. You can see I'm in a suit today because, well, it just needs to be done. I just felt like wearing a suit today, so there you go. A lot of news in the world of sports today. Let's start off with the NHL, and today a bankruptcy judge has denied the owner who wanted us to move Phoenix to Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Well, in my opinion, I think it's a good idea for them to move the team to Hamilton. And the reason why I say that is because, well, first of all, it's good. You would have a 4-team area. You have Ottawa, you would have Hamilton, you have Ottawa, Montreal, and Toronto in a series. We have a 4-team area. That would be a great rivalry, especially for the NHL, because we need more viewership. Because apparently, Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals was the most viewed NHL game in the last 35 years. That tell you something, Gary Bettman? Last night in the world of baseball, I have to say that Indian game was pretty good until we got into the 7th and 8th inning. Come on. You lose 14-12, but the good thing was Victor Martinez had 2 home runs. Sinju Chu had 1, and Mark DeRosa had a home run last night, but it hurts to see the Indians lose like they did last night. But oh well. The Tigers and the Mud Hens had the night off. But tonight, in the world of baseball, the Detroit Tigers take on the St. Louis Cardinals. A rematch of the 06 World Series. It's Verlander versus Wainwright. Verlander 7-2 with a 3.20 ERA versus Wainwright, who's 6-4 with a 3.49 ERA. The rivalry starts up in Chicago tonight at 8:05 Eastern Standard Time when Mr. Danks takes the hill with a 4-5 record, 4.81 ERA versus Carl Zambrano, who is 4-2 with a 4.02 ERA. Good pitching matchup tonight for both games, Detroit, St. Louis, and Chicago. Cleveland is playing Milwaukee tonight. Let's hope we can get another winning streak. Go Tribe and go Tigers, especially. The Indians setting out Jeremy Sowers with a 1-3 record with a 5.10 ERA versus Jordan Gilnado, who is 6-3 with a 2.88 ERA. And Minnesota takes on Pittsburgh tonight. 8:10 start. Perkins versus Mohan. And the only game in the National League that is big and the only 2 teams left, the odd man out in the National League, Cincinnati and Atlanta. That's a 7:05 start. It's Harang versus Jurgens in that one. Tonight the Mud Hens are in action. They play the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Barons. 7:05. No pitching matchup decided. It'll be a last-minute decision, of course. Also, Arizona takes on Kansas City tonight in Major Leagues. It's not a big game, but it could play a factor if the Indians win. Where the Indians are now 6.5 out. The Tigers are still in first place, behind the Chicago White Sox, or 3.5 out of the first place Tigers. I'm sorry I forgot to do a report yesterday. I want to say, yeah, you run into family and you want to hang out with them. 6 hours of playing a card game is pretty cool. If you want, it's pretty cool. If you want to go out and get a good card set, get the Monopoly deal set. That is pretty cool, and I really appreciate playing with them last night. As you can see, we have a new sponsor. It is Reebok. Reebok powers the NHL. They're official sponsor of the NHL as we get ready for the countdown. Thursday is the NHL Awards. We'll see if Steve Mason can win that Vezina Trophy and Rick Nash can win his trophy for community service. Then we start the draft, and the new season begins in the NHL. I'm Andy Alfred. I want to wish you a happy day, and also remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. And victory is sweet, especially for those Pittsburgh Penguin fans. Victory is sweet when you have tasted defeat. Have a good night, everybody.